I'm going to be ranking fingerboard YouTubers with a tier list because that's the most brain dead content. I'm going to be ranking them by my personal enjoyment and also how good they are, and kind of like objectively how good their content is, but it's like based on my opinion. And I think something to note is that most YouTubers that make fingerboard content now cater towards kids, because a lot of kids like to fingerboard, so I won't necessarily relate to that as much as I used to. You know, I used to watch so many like fingerboard unboxings, but I think we should start with some of the classics. So I'm gonna start with Chubymuffin actually. So Chubymuffin, you know, what's there to say about him? I'm gonna put him at A tier because he's kind of an OG fingerboard unboxing person. That's not to say he's the first to ever do it, just he really popularized it, and also he brought in a lot of new people to it. He brought in a lot of new people, and you know, I'd say those people were mostly children. He was doing pretty impressively for, like, you know, strictly fingerboarding standards. Like, that's, you know, at 400,000 views. Like, I'm sure everybody has seen that video. It's a pretty good video. The good thing about Chubymuffin is he's an entertaining guy. So, you know, unboxings, he's entertaining. Like, the vlogs are entertaining. Like, you know, still I even go back to watch some of his unboxings. So I think it makes sense that he's in the A tier. To follow this up, I'm going to be ranking Kelsey fingerboards. Kelsey, I would say also A tier. Kelsey, they kind of went hand in hand, like Kelsey and Chubymuffin, like they're both from Texas or whatever and would hang out. But Kelsey's vibe was definitely much different. It was clear that she was definitely more professional and kind of organized. Her videos just looked clean. I think they were definitely, even more so than Chubymuffin, they were made for children. But another thing about Kelsey is she, like, did Texas Rendezvous. Like, I'm pretty sure she organized that. Like she did a lot for the community, and it's really impressive. And she's had some interesting ideas, like the Cut documentary. Like, that's definitely a way more interesting idea than any of the, like, fingerboard podcasts that we have now. So yeah, I think she's definitely A tier along with Chubymuffin. You know, they're both, like, defunct, I guess, now. When they were active, it was good times. Next, we're just gonna go with what's his name, David Jones. He actually kind of seems like a cool guy. Like, he does a lot of outdoor stuff, skateboarding, surfing. It's kind of unfortunate that he fell into the trap of, he made a fingerboard video and it got really popular and he started, like, spamming those, and now he's kind of trapped in the fingerboard content sphere. Like, the things that get views on his channel are the fingerboard videos. Why did Skate send him something? And that's unfortunate because he definitely has some cool ideas. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, I'm gonna take that back. Definitely like children, YouTube kids stuff. You know, Lego Lamborghini. Like, but his fingerboard videos did very well. Dude, 6 million views. He was basically farming views with the whole fingerboard thing, like remaking the Revive Shred quarters. Like, you know what you're doing. Like, he kind of capitalized off, you know, Andy Schrock fans. I did like that he made things. The things he made weren't always that good, but he made a lot of things. I'm gonna put him in C. So my personal enjoyment, over the years I definitely watched some of his videos. I want to talk about these people's skill in fingerboarding. David Jones, he's not that good, and he's fingerboarded for a while, and he still has the same style as when he, like, learned his first kickflip. I'm gonna put him at C, maybe D for Dungeon. definitely dungeon. So I might change this around, but you know, we're just gonna go with it for now. I'm gonna talk about FB.christopher and his boyfriend Jakepfb. FB.christopher, I don't like his videos that much. He's in the whole realm of like slush cult, like Orange County bros who like sponsor each other. Like, I just don't really like that scene that much. I do, you know, have respect for slush cult for like being a fingerboard store and like having their events at the end of every month, which I've been to 1 or 2, I think. I like that. I don't really like the slush cult. The style of the fingerboarders they sponsor is just not what I like. And these guys are almost like soy boys. Sorry, okay. I'll backtrack a little bit. They're good guys. FB.christopher has the podcast, which it's all right. He, like, I think sometimes he doesn't ask the pertinent questions, but I think the Mike Schneider podcast is better, because the thing is, why should I watch these videos when they're people I don't care about? Rogan Deck Co. Has anybody heard of that? 317 followers. Like, why would I watch that video? I did watch the full video for Savannah. I think Savannah is cool, and she's doing something different with the duck decks and the ducky tape. Like, this is like the interview I want to watch. Also, like, dynamic, like, I watched some of that. That's probably a good one. Just overall, these people, I just like don't. Chris Craft, that's probably good. Like, anything over an hour, I think. I don't think anybody's watching that. Maybe I'm wrong. I think mics are like 3 hours long. We'll get to that. Oh, also, we're talking about skill level, right? So, is FB.christopher good at fingerboarding? No, he's not crazy. Has some interesting ideas with tricks, which maybe I'll show a little bit, but you know, he made a full part. Like, this is his full part. And you know, you have like iPhone clips, like all the clips are like filmed on like different cameras. There's not a lot of consistency with it. The tricks he does are, some are cool. That the one that just showed right there, I think that was cool. But some people just don't have the style. So his content's like a C, maybe B. I'm gonna talk about Jake PFB. So he does a lot of collabs with FB.christopher. He's just another person that like slush cult world. You know, a lot of his content seems like it's aimed at kids. So you just started fingerboarding, like, you know, only like a child is watching that, and that's fine. Some DIY stuff, some unboxings. People who do unboxings, they have to be entertaining for it to work. Chubymuffin was entertaining, so that worked. But Jake PFB unboxing, like, I'm not gonna watch that. Who watches FB.christopher and who watches Jake PFB? Like, I'm thinking children and random homies. Yeah, I think it's mostly kids. Mostly people from probably SoCal. That's just the fate of most like fingerboard unboxing channels. Like, you know, his entertainment factor, I don't think is quite there. He kind of has like middle-aged dad swag.
I have an idea. So
His content is alright. I think
when I roll up
like this video is pretty awful. Can AI help me improve my fingerboard skills? Is that what we're doing now? Like,
when I ask it this, here's what it says. A tray flip or a 360 flip is a stylish and iconic trick in fingerboarding. It combines
you're asking ChatGPT at a tray flip on it. Like, how is this 15 minutes long? The concept is just terrible. I just don't know if we want to be making AI fingerboard videos. As far as his skill goes, he's pretty good. He's good, but also he has good style. Like his tricks are clean. You know, he got like YouTuber day in a life music over this, but I'm gonna put him in B because why I'm putting him above FB.Christopher is I think his content has more consistency to it and is better produced, and he is better at fingerboarding. So I'm gonna go for Jakepfb. I mean, he seems like a chill guy, Jakepfb. I'm not really interested in watching his videos. Okay, so Jakepfb, like, he's a YouTube Shorts YouTuber. That's what he mainly does. I mean, mostly kids watch this stuff. Like, he's at Revive, like. So, he doesn't have good style. I've been fingerboarding for 15 years. Like, he doesn't have good style, so I don't know what happened in those 15 years, but it doesn't matter because only kids watch his videos, and they're not gonna really care. Again, a kid content. He is like David Jones. He's like David Jones, kind of. I'm gonna talk about Annie Yan. I like Annie Yan. I used to watch a lot of her videos, you know, unboxings. She did a little podcast type thing. I mostly watched her unboxings. Her appeal is like, she's very chill, like, she has a nice camera, like, she works hard on her videos. I don't know, I think she was responsible for Fem Balance. Yeah, it's on her channel, right? So, you know, I don't think Annie Yan has that many flaws. If we're talking about how good she is and her edits, I don't like to watch them really. These titles, like, and how they're edited, it's kind of, I think it's kind of outdated. These videos might have been cool in the Gabe Scott era, but I think we're kind of past that. As far as skill, she kind of falls into the trap of like small pop ollies into like shove variations. Like they're pretty illegal. Like that's really illegal. She does some legal tricks like ollie to 50-50 on a curb to like shove to nose grind and then like 180 out. Like that kind of style. She does a lot of that, which I don't really like. Also, this is something I mentioned in my other video, but like you want to skate fingerboards that like fit your fingers, and like she doesn't really abide by that. Like the fingerboard, it looks so massive. Like it doesn't help her style. No, but she's cool. I don't want to hate too much. As far as content, I like her better than Jake PFB. I'd rather watch her than Jake PFB. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about the Gripsion now. The Gripsion. I think his like parents started his channel. He wanted to be like the King of Random type channel, and I feel like his parents started it and like made him do it. I feel like he had more videos. He's always had good production quality, which is why I said I think his like parents like are involved. His videos today are no different than the ones he made when he started. But his videos are, I made Mr. Beast a fingerboard, Jesus. 100% of his audience are children, and they like this type of thing. And if he wants to capitalize off that, then go for it. And as far as his skill goes and style, like his videos, his style has stayed the same since he started. Like, he has pretty bad style when he does tricks. You know, he seems like a chill guy. He makes a lot of things too, which I think is cool, but you know, not really for me. So I'm gonna put him above FB.Christopher, in C tier, but above FB.Christopher. You know, honestly, he is kind of on the same wavelength as these guys, though, I have to say. I'm gonna put him right here for now. Okay, so Chris Daniels, You've probably heard about him once or twice. He's kind of an OG. The videos he makes, he definitely takes a different path than most people. He makes some like history videos, like my life as a pro fingerboarder. That's cool. He did like history of fingerboards. That was cool because he's been in the scene for a while, so he has knowledge that he can share in this like type of format, which nobody else really does. He makes kind of a lot of random videos, like I don't think people really care about.
Hey everyone, it's Chris Daniels here, aka CDplaya. Thank you all for joining me today. I have a really exciting video for you.
It's like he's PR trained or something. I don't know. I would definitely rather watch him than Jake P. Last but not least, we have Mike Schneider, which instant S tier. I mean, Mike Schneider, like everybody knows Mike Schneider. Like everybody likes Mike Schneider. He's kind of like LeBron. Recently, he's made some more content that's different than his usual edits, like Black River Trucks vs Dynamic, new trick on all my fingerboard setups. Where he kind of talks a little bit more, and I like those videos. Not to mention the podcast.
Upside down.
His podcast would definitely be my like preferred podcast. Most of the people he brings on are interesting. Tim Alexiol, that's pretty good. Tim Hurley, that's good. Doug Bodkin. You know, he hasn't made one in a while. I think doing a 2 hour and 45 minute podcast with Vicious maybe is not the most interesting thing, like, but undoubtedly Mike Schneider is the all-time GOAT, so he's gonna be an S tier. Now, do I want to rearrange these things? I might do this. So, yeah. Annie Ann, I don't think brings the entertainment factor. Christian, I feel like this makes sense because, you know, Chubymuffin, Kelsey, you know, Jake PFB, Christopher, like they're very much in the same tier. And these guys below, which are like, you know, the YouTube kids, fingerboard content machines, they're very much in the same tier. Like, is one really better than the other? Maybe David Jones does more high effort things. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is what I'm gonna go with. There's definitely more YouTubers. I think these are some of the more popular ones, but if there's any more you want me to rank, then comment it, because I could definitely make a part 2 to this. And also, I didn't even talk about all the YouTubers who do, like, you know, edits and stuff. Like, I kind of focused on the ones with personalities, and who, like, do unboxings or, like, build things. Because if I were doing, like, you know, people who purely make edits or, like, companies, like, that'd be different. Yeah.